We have less than 24 hours to get these best ball teams drafted. We're back at it. We're going to knock out a couple drafts on drafters. Let's do it.
Three, two, one. Liftoff.
Welcome in, everybody. We are back at it. Another day doing a drafters draft. There is going to be so much overlay in this tournament, and we are going to chase it. Right now, it still needs 45,000 people to fill this particular tournament, and it's got less than 24 hours to do it. So we need to be in this tournament. We need to be absolutely smashing it so that we can get all of this overlay, get all this value that we have going on. So we're going to do two at a time tonight. We're going to do that like we were doing yesterday. And we're going to just jump right into it. I'm going to find my layout. We're going to jump into the first one. Let's get in it. Let's just get our two. And boom, we're registered for both of our tournaments now. While we wait, I am going to tweet because, God, I forgot to do that. Not smart by me, right? Making sure that people know that the show is going out. So let's go ahead and get that done. But I am trying to get to technically 52 of these teams so that I can take advantage of this promo that is being offered here, where if you draft 10 teams, you get a bonus ticket. We check mark that. Draft 25, you get another bonus ticket. We check mark that. The next is to draft 50. And if you draft 50, then you get 2 more tickets. So that's what we're doing right now. Waiting for this tournament to fill. Let's go ahead and jump into the lobby. We'll get some music going here in a second. We have the 5th pick overall. And we're fine with that. Excuse me. This is something I should have done 5 minutes ago, but here we are. But I am still the best from what I've heard. From what I've heard, still the best. I usually don't stream this late, so it's interesting to see what we're going to get in attendance here, but we got to get these drafts in. Tomorrow, we will be doing a much longer stream as we draft until they don't let us draft anymore. We will be firing at this tournament. What's going on, Self? Welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Get the music going so that we can get in the right mind. And we're only doing the 2. We're only going to do the 2. We're going to do them at the same time because I'm going to go to bed afterwards. I'm going to get some rest for tomorrow because we're going to be drafting 4:45. Yeah, I think 4:45 is my plan to go live tomorrow. I think I timed it out. If we go live at 4:45, we can knock out some tournaments. That is the game plan. What's going on, AJ? What is up? We are getting some drafts in. I have creepy Edgar Allan Poe over my shoulder now as we start to get into spooky season. Had to do a little bit of an update to the background. Might not be done. Might be doing some more changes. I have some fun stuff that I want to put up. Amon-Ra St. Brown at the 101. My, oh my, the draft is already shaken up. See Christian McCaffrey go. I would love to have gotten that other draft started. Bijan goes. My heart breaks. Why? Why, oh, why do we not get the Bijan? Take Tyreek, Vinny. Vinny, you want Tyreek. How can you pass on Tyreek? CeeDee Lamb has a 0 tag next to him, an O tag, meaning he's out, and he goes Breece Hall. So we get an Amon-Ra CMC Bijan Breece Hall start. We'll take CD at the 105. Thank you. I have been getting Chase. Yes. Because I think not taking Chase is silly. And I think he was at practice today as well. From what I saw, they have to get that deal done. I feel like it's the Cincinnati Bengals are just thank God I'm not a Bengals fan, because that has to be one of the hardest organizations to root for. They are so tough. So tough to with the front office stuff that they do. The deal is already like in place. You saw what Justin Jefferson got paid. Amon-Ra got paid. Who else just got paid? Like every receiver, CD got paid. So you know how to structure this contract. It's going to be right there with those guys. And you can't get this deal done. I put none of this on Ja'Marr Chase. Unless he's asking for something absolutely silly, but his agent knows, like, dude, this is what everyone else got. Maybe he can get him a little more than they got, just to say he's the highest paid player. But we know what it is. And to not get that done, we're going to be drafting from the 6th hole in the other draft. Not great. We like to have ends when we're double dipping. Makes life usually a little bit easier. CD is definitely playing week 1. A Gibbs Chase start on DK. That sounds fun. I haven't been drafting Gibbs. I did a very specific Gibbs build where I paired him with Devon Achane because I wanted that combo of players. Because I felt it was going to be a bit unique. I wanted to make sure I was one of the ones who had it. So I made sure I got it. And then I didn't draft any more Gibbs. Could it be a mistake? Perhaps. Perhaps. Are we saying his name too much right now? Perhaps. I doubted he got back to us, but if we could have got a CeeDee Lamb Gibbs start, that would have been a lot of fun. Speaking of Devon Achane, how do we not grab Devon Achane with CeeDee Lamb here? I think that's pretty much a given that we're going to do that. It's not something you can get every day. So we'll grab that Lamb Achane team. We've already gotten 2 picks before we've even gotten this one going. We are 26 seconds away from that starting. We're 4 away here. Let's go back to this draft. Get our next pick going. I can't believe how low I am on DJ Moore in this tournament. That feels bad. I definitely don't want to be underweight DJ Moore. I feel like we're going to get put in a tough spot on this pick on the 3rd round. I think I'm just going to take DJ Moore with this pick. I think that's the way I want to play it. 14 away there. Let's get over here where we're going to be taking our 106. Breece Hall goes. We are overweight Bijan Robinson in this tournament. Also overweight Ja'Marr Chase. A little underweight Justin Jefferson in this tournament, which I don't love. I don't love that. Do we do the thing? Do we just grab Bijan? Let's grab Ja'Marr. I feel fine about it. Let's start with Ja'Marr Chase. This team I feel is intriguing. This Lamb, Achane, DJ Moore team. Having fun building this one. 10 picks away on both because, of course, God forbid, he's when we're drafting two teams at once, they don't sync up. I'm telling you, it is some sort of universal anomaly that happens. The real deal goes with the Travis Kelce, Josh Allen pairing. How many more teams do I want to draft before kickoff? Where am I on this? So this is 38. I think this is 39, 40. So I'd like to get 12 more drafters teams in. That's kind of the plan. Be getting the majority of those in on stream tomorrow night. So I think I want to do that. I do want to fire whatever they dropped on Underdog. It's like a 3 max. I might have already missed it. Who knows? I know it dropped earlier today. But I want to get that maxed, and I think that's it for me on Underdog, if so. The Pug. I want to get some of that. I want to get that maxed. Let's get our next player. And let's make it... How much Lamar do I have? 22%. Got a lot of Trey McBride. We're at 0% in this tourney with T. Higgins. But I still just like Zay Flowers better. Let's grab Lamar. Let's change this song since we've already gone through it. Let's switch back over to this team that is 3 picks away. This is our Ja'Marr Chase team. And the other thing I want to do is I might want to try to get one more of the secret tournaments done on DraftKings, which is that 4-week tournament. September only, which is pretty fun. Fun concept. Come on. Give me who I want here. I've got quite a bit of Achane with Ja'Marr Chase, so I think I want to not do that. I really wanted to do... Man, I have a lot... Okay, so I don't have a lot of Olave with Ja'Marr Chase, even though I'm overweight Olave, so let's do a Chase Olave team. Malik Neighbors obviously is a player that we like more, but I have a 34% share of him with Ja'Marr Chase, so I've gotten quite a bit of that combo. Good luck to you as well, Finding Value Fantasy. Hope it is a great best ball year for yourself. No way, which one fills the DK one? The DK one is just hard to find. Which it just blows my mind that they made that tournament. So I think it's hard to find on mobile. I don't think it's as hard to find on desktop. But I also don't think you know what you're looking at on desktop. We're coming up on the clock here. This is our Lamar team. Dude, this keeps happening to me where I think I'm severely overweight Mark Andrews. I just remember clicking him all the time, and then I just haven't. And we lose out on him here. This guy double taps both Baltimore guys without getting Lamar Jackson, so that's a lot of fun. Glad he did that. Who do we want to go with here? Let's grab George Pickens. Don't think I have enough of him. Get him as our third wideout. We can still do Baltimore stuff later. This is the Chase Olave team. We have a lot of Rice with Ja'Marr Chase as well, so we're going to stay away from that. Just trying to make sure that I get different exposures with players. I don't want to just lump together my first 3 round picks. So getting Rashee here just wouldn't make a ton of sense. I think I'm not underweight Diggs, but I barely have drafted him with these 2 guys. So I think we might do Diggs here. I mean, I like Kyron better, but I'm pretty heavy on him with Olave, significant with him and Chase. Rashee is way overweight. I don't want either of the running backs. So I think Diggs makes the most sense here. I'm just going to star him real quick. I don't have any Kelsey with Jamar Chase, though, so that could have been something we could have done there. I did not get any massive entries in. I did not get nearly the volume I want to get in this year. Did not. It was just. And when I say that, if I showed you like what I have invested, you'd laugh because we're sickos. But still did not get what I normally would like to get in. It might fill. It might. I don't think it will, but it's 2,000 entries away. I don't think it'll fill, but I think it's going to get closer than we expected. Who do I not have Jayden Reed with? Any of these players? Is that weird? This doesn't make any sense. Don't do it. Don't do it to me. I literally have more Jayden Reed than anybody in this tournament, and I don't have him with any of my first 3 round picks. How crazy is that? I have 38% Jayden Reed, and I haven't picked them once with Lamb, Achane, or DJ Moore. We're just gonna have to do it. How do we allow that to happen? That's no good. That's no good finding fantasy. I'm probably gonna have to call you FVF because your username is tough to say. We are 2 picks away with Chase, Olave, and Steph Diggs on this team currently. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe and that like button. We appreciate it if you do. Want to take Dell here. That was something that I would have liked to do. I have no Zay Flowers with Jamar Chase. That's interesting. Let's build out a Josh Allen team, shall we? Let's build out a Josh Allen team. Gonna be back on the clock over here with our Lamar, our naked Lamar team. This is the land. Let's grab Ferguson. I'm so light on Ferguson. Let's do this Ferguson CeeDee Lamb team with Lamar. I like that. That feels fun. Man, can you believe that in like 24 hours we're going to be watching NFL football? And we're starting with Chiefs Ravens. And I get to watch Eagles Packers on Friday night. What a weekend. What a great weekend. This summer flew. I don't know what it was about this summer. Maybe it's just because of how like busy I was and how many things I had to do. But days were just like going by in the blink of an eye. I couldn't believe how quickly days were just gone. Even today, like the fact that it's already 8:20 p.m. is just crazy to me. It's absolutely nuts how fast this time has been going. I agree. Football Eve is better than Christmas Eve. I accept that. All right, we're 2 picks away here. Huddy letting the clock run down. takes Mark Andrews. We might be safe here. We may be safe. And I think that was an auto pick. We're going to grab Kincaid to go with Josh Allen. We are going to click back over to this draft. This is our Lamb, Achane, DJ Moore, Lamar Naked, George Pickens, Jaden Reed, Jake Ferguson team, which is pretty fun. Be on the clock in a second here with a 1141 build. Is everybody just milking clock today? Am I losing my mind? Is everyone going for the full 30? We're going to grab Tony Pollard as our second RB. It sure as hell feels like it. All right, we're 6 and 7 away. This is when it gets troublesome. Because we're going to go on the one that's 5 away, but then like 4 people will just do quick picks. On the other one, I'll have to jump back over. Sorry about that cough. I try to mute my mic for those. See, now they're both 4 away. We're still on the right one at the moment. Homie in the 1 slot grabs unstacked Dak Prescott. Oh, I guess he has him stacked. I guess he has Rico. But still, why? Why would you do this to me? That's fine. We will endure. We will go with a weird sort of double elite tight end build. Let's grab some Brock Bowers. Be done with tight end on this team. Get a lot of Fat Keenan in this tournament because of how late I started this. A lot of my entries in this. So I've just been smashing Keenan Allen. Have no Calvin Ridley. I still think I want Keenan Allen, believe it or not. I know it's shocking. I was wondering about my turning percentage for Brian Thomas, but I got a healthy amount. I think Keenan Allen is the pick. I mean, I really like having a perfect world is a Houston receiver on every team, a Bears receiver on every team, a Chiefs receiver on every team, a Bengals running back on every team. For sure. There's another thing I like. Well, AJ, Dak just got sniped from us. Dak better hope he gets MVP. He's trying to get a contract for next year. All right. We are syncing up the drafts again, and we don't love it. 7 away on both. We'll stay on this one for now. Right now it's looking like we chose wisely, but the other draft is trying to catch up and throw a monkey wrench in our plans. What do we have on this team? A 1041 build. We have no running backs at the moment. I think I'm okay with that as constructed. 2 away. You guys want to do something fun? Something I haven't done in a while on stream? I have ideas. I have catastrophic ideas. But what if? Hear me out. What if we drafted come on, SB. Double elite QB, go with CJ Stroud, with Steph Diggs, be done with quarterback here. Josh Allen stacked with Dalton Kincaid. We are going true 0 RB, throwing that extra monkey wrench by getting that extra QB. This one we have a 1-2-4-2 build. And I think I just really like Brian Robinson in this spot. I think getting him with Achane, Pollard as 2 of our running backs. Use sort of a sandwich method on these wide receivers and get some more back-end wide receivers is kind of the way I want to play it. So I like the way both drafts are coming together. The other one is the one where you really have to be on with every single pick because we put ourselves in a bit of a corner by grabbing 2 quarterbacks through 7 rounds. I don't love it as much this year. I think it's a little bit tougher to navigate, in September as opposed to June as well. The June drafts were kind of the time to do this if you were going to do it. But let's see what we can put together for this team. Five and 6 away. They really see it's insane the way that they sync up. Just absolutely insane. But we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get our draft in. And we're gonna watch football in 24 hours. Who are you guys hoping wins tomorrow night? Are you guys Ravens fans? Are you guys Chiefs fans? Or are we just rooting for fantasy points? Let me know in the comments. Personally, I just need a ton of fantasy points. I have a lot of Ravens. I have a lot of Chiefs. So we are hoping that week 1 is an absolute shootout. That is the dream. I mean, where are you going? Vinny goes with Leggett. I can't pass up on Singletary here. We're really stretching this 5th wide receiver, but getting a running back room of Achane, Pollard, Robinson, and Singletary feels really nice. The pick that might come back to bite us on this, well, I mean, Ferguson, because we didn't get the double stack like we wanted to, but one of the tight ends for sure. I think we'll survive, though. We are on the clock here. I am able to get the running back that I wanted, which is Javonte Williams, as my first RB, which I am totally for. You need to remember that this is an Allen Stroud team, so we don't want to get another quarterback there. This is good points. I want to see Xavier Worthy, which I also want to see Xavier Worthy. And he's curious how the Ravens use Derrick Henry. So tomorrow's game could really be interesting for Henry because what happens if the Chiefs come out and get up 10-14 real quick, right? How do the Ravens counter? How do the Ravens keep Derrick Henry on the field if they're down 14 in the 3rd quarter? So I think that's a great question. I think these are great questions, but yes, who doesn't want to see Worthy at this point? Show me the speed. Score me some touchdowns, please. Thank you. That is where we are. As well, I need Rice to look good. Kelsey's going to be interesting. We definitely need Andrews to smash. I'd love to see Likely smash. Like, I just have so much invested in both of these offenses. And what's going to happen is the running backs are going to score all the touchdowns, and I am going to cry. We are going to be very sad if that's what ends up happening. So this is our 2-1-4-1 build. Is this the Jamar Chase start? It is. This is the double elite QB with Dalton Kincaid. Okay. I think this team's coming together decently as well. I think we are really approaching this structurally basically the same, just we're flipping QB and tight end in terms of that. Shit, I wanted Jalen Warren. That was the pick. I'm going to grab Zach Moss. I want more Zach Moss, so that feels fine. We are on here. We have 10 seconds, which we don't love. Let's grab Jalen Poke. Unless something else makes sense. But no, with the running back selections we've made, let's get out of auto pick. But we grabbed Poke here. This is our 1-4-5-2 build. So the quarterback is Lamar. I think we're good on quarterback for a while. Did you guys see the Bucky Irving coach speak today from Todd Bowles? There it is, AJ. Just happy we can watch football and grab a beer while I stress out for fantasy points. Totally hear that. I am getting together with Jesse and Dave to watch football on Friday night. Details, please, on the Bucky Irving thing. Essentially, I can just read the quote for you. How about that? How about I pull it up and we get it verbatim. So Todd Bowles said, I think it'll on the running back rotation, I think it'll be a game-by-game basis. You normally go with the hot hand, but since nobody has played yet, obviously Rashad starts, and then we'll kind of go from there and see how the other guys are used. So basically he's saying that Rachaad White does have the first crack at this, but it sounds like he is open to rotational work from the backfield, which is what we thought all along, but we're just kind of getting that confirmation. Yeah, I've been grabbing a ton of Bucky all year, so that makes me happy. We are one pick away here in our double elite QB build, which is a 2-2-4-1. Waiting for Jason to pick. Oh my God, we're up over here. We are going to mess this up. Probably. We're going to try to salvage it. Let's grab Sharbs. Let's get back over here. Hope Brian Robinson's available. He is. That is where we really wanted to go on this build. I know we got him on both teams, but we got what we wanted here. 22% McMillan is fun. Yeah, so I'm feeling much better about my Bucky Irving stance because I have quite a bit of Bucky Irving. I never felt bad about it though. You know, this is just an added sigh of like, oh, good. They're acknowledging what we want them to acknowledge. So we knew Rachaad White would get the first crack. We never thought differently. That was never the bet. Week 1 in best ball is never the bet. Good luck with the move, AJ. Hope everything goes well with that. Glad you dropped by. Let us know how that goes. We're going to switch tracks here. Last drafting stream for a while tomorrow. Sad times, but we're going to do it for 4 hours. Probably just me. I hate making like plans last minute and then trying to ask people to come on, especially this week. It's a bit tougher to ask the people that I know in the industry to jump on because a lot of them have already pivoted to DFS content. So I don't want to be like, hey, do you want to come talk about best ball, even though you got to get your DFS stuff done? So not going to do that. What's up, Whitehead? We're just doing 2 drafts at the same time right now. But tomorrow I might have to get to that 5 drafts at the same time situation. We are waiting to make our next pick, which feels like a pretty obvious one for this build. I would really like to take Gabe Davis. So we're going to do that. We're going to jump over to where we're picking same over here. And we're going to grab Isaiah Likely. Oh my God, we went double elite tight end, so we blew that. But we're still going to do it. Screw it. That's what I always say. We messed up. I didn't think ahead to... So this was a really bad... The Bowers pick was probably bad on this team. Because we already had Ferguson. We did not end up getting Dak like we wanted to with it. We should have known that we were going to grab Likely later. And that makes Bowers not the greatest pick. From that perspective, that could have been another wide receiver. That could have been another running back opening up a wide receiver later. So I think that was one thing we definitely did wrong on this particular team. But we endure. I still wanted to stack Lamar with Likely. He's my favorite late round stacking partner from the Baltimore Ravens. So we're okay with that. Don't know why I'm switching to the team that's 9 away. That's a bad idea. Let's go back. Let us go back to the one. Watch, now they're going to do it to me. Now they're just going to steamroll up, overtake this draft. Look at this. And this guy's taking the full 30 seconds when you get the double pick. So we're definitely going to get hosed. We're definitely going to have to switch back to this. Shit. All right, we're 3 away. 3 away. This is the 1553 build. Definitely need more wideouts on this team. Our running back core is pretty solid. P-Brains. What are you doing, bud? Didn't P-Brains snag somebody from us that we wanted? Oh, yeah. He's the one that went with the double Baltimore stack without being able to get Lamar. Fair. All is fair in best ball drafts, except for taking the entire 30 seconds every time. That is not fair. We don't love that. All right, Vinny Boy takes Bateman, which is good. That allows us to take McMillan. We are more than fine with that. We are going to be on the clock here with a 2-3-5-1 build. Let's... don't have Atlanta, which is fine. Let's grab Algier. We'll take that. How do you think the best ball market will adjust next year? Elite tight end and elite QB rise back up. I won't be shocked if elite tight end rises up. If what we're seeing, what we're liking in drafts this year with like that heavy dose of elite tight end, where I think a lot of us cut it off at Bowers. Theoretically, like the Bowers range is the elite and upper tier tight ends. If at least 3 of those guys hit, I believe you'll see them up higher. Like if Laporta hits again, he's definitely going to be like a second rounder. I could see the same for McBride. McBride could have a hell of a year. and even, take your pick on one of these other guys or mix them up and take your pick on them anyways. So I think elite tight end could rise up. I think running backs are going to sneak back up a little bit. I don't know about elite QB though. Maybe if one guy separates, but who would that one guy be? It would have to be like Hurts or Allen again, probably. I know people are going to throw out Anthony Richardson, but I don't know if he's going to if he would ever fully separate like those two can. So I think you could get an outlier quarterback like you had with Josh Allen a couple years ago, where he was just such an outlier versus the rest of the field. God, gross. I'm going to grab QJ, which I hate doing, but I can't grab any more Marvin Mims. I just have too much. Too much Marvin Mims. Yeah, I think that could happen for sure, Self. But I do think there can be separation in the onesies. That wouldn't shock me if we see like just say like two of them. Just say Laporta and Kyle Pitts somehow smashes. They move up, and you get your Josh Allen, Lamar. We'll just go with Lamar, and he separates. So I could see that. And I think that could cause all of those scenarios could cause the wide receivers to settle back down a little bit. Definitely think we need receivers here. Let's grab Leggett. We are able to bet on some upside when we have Jamar Chase, Olave, Steph Diggs, and Keenan Allen. Gabe Davis to give us some spike weeks. Subscribe to the channel. Xavier Leggett gives us that rookie upside of a number one wide, a first round wide receiver pick. We got there. So we do need this is the Lamar team. Okay. I just don't know how I don't take Daniel Jones in this roster. We have Singletary, which is nice. We can do some other stuff with him later. I think Daniel Jones just makes too much sense as our second QB for that team. Switch back over here. Preferred line stack, Jameson ASB or ASB Laporta. I like Jameson ASB of those two a little bit better. I might even like Laporta Jameson the best, just based on absolute price. Like if no price association, obviously ASB Laporta. But with price, I might like Jameson Laporta the best of those. And I don't know how many of them I've gotten. Anything you say to me, I feel like I haven't gotten enough of, right? Like even the ones I thought I did, I haven't. So some of them I wish I got a little more. This is the 2-4-6-1 build. This is the double elite with Allen, Stroud. We're gonna just listen to the coach speak, and we're gonna grab Bucky Irving. We talked about it. We might as well draft it. I do wish that I got Dalton Kincaid on this team. I mean, not Dalton Kincaid, Dalton Schultz. Round 11 was probably tough for me to get him, though. Yeah, round 11, I had to grab Gabe Davis because we only had 4 wide receivers. We had just taken too many other things. We would have had to push him back to round 12 is where he would have had to gone to us to make sense. Let's see, can I get his? That's fine. Okay, let's get back to the one that we're 3 away on. the 2573 build. This is the team I just took Daniel Jones on. We also have Lamar, who is stacked up with Isaiah Likely. We have plans. We have plans for that. Definitely don't want any more tight ends. That is a given. I've been trying to get Noah Brown. We have absolutely been smashing him in drafts. But let's just grab Jalen Hyatt and not miss out on him. Round 18, we just start getting people we want on this. ADP doesn't matter. It's a construct, especially in this range of picks. Okay, this is our Allen. What do we need on this team? Do we need... See, like, I like Wandale, but this team doesn't feel like it needs Wandale. This team feels like it needs a Dortch. I feel like a Dortch makes more sense for this team than a Wandale. So we're going to grab Dortch there. Let's switch back. Get some spinning logos because I'm overworking this poor site by drafting all day, every day. The 2583 build with our Lamar team. God, you guys can't leave Noah Brown or Malachi Corley for me. Because I'm gonna snap them. I'm gonna snap them right up. Okay. Things are going well. So our running backs are Achane, Pollard, Robinson, Singletary, Charbonnet on this team. We could be done with 6, but since I do generally like the receiver room enough with these 8, like I know who my last pick is. I just don't know if I want to go. I'm going to grab Garendo. I've been wanting to just like get him on a few more teams. Naylor was tempting there, especially with what I want to do with the last pick. But we're going to do that. Let's switch back to this team. That's the 2571 build. Is one thing I don't think I've done. All right, let's just grab Cade Otton, and if it comes back, we'll do it. There's something that I'm not opposed to doing, but I do like Cade Otton as a tight end, as a person. Don't know how I feel about his parents naming him Cade with the last name Otton, because everybody just reads his name as Cotton. Like, how do you not call him that? Do I have any pick'ems? I'm going to be honest, I don't, and I haven't even looked at DFS for the week yet, to be completely honest. Yeah, the Noah Brown stuff does feel good. I've been making sure I get him in this tournament. I'm like slightly above weight at 11% in this tournament, which blows the field away, right? Rob B says, Robert, you're going to miss supper if you don't stop drafting. Buddy, wait till tomorrow. Wait until tomorrow. We did get a salad in for dinner. Grabbed myself a salad that I made. So dinner was successful. We're happy about that. Got motorcycles outside. We don't love that. Which team is this? This was the team that I wanted to get Audric Estime to buy that backfield. But alas, it didn't happen. And we move on. And we figure out something else. And that something else is going to be Roshan Johnson. That is our something else there. We know who our last pick is going to be in this draft. So I'm just going to go over the team real quick while we're waiting. This is our Lamar Daniel Jones team: Devon Achane, Tony Pollard, Brian Robinson Jr., Devin Singletary, Zach Charbonnet, Garendo from San Francisco. We like that. CeeDee Lamb, DJ Moore, George Pickens, Jaden Reed, Jalen Pope, Jalen McMillan, Quentin Johnston, Jalen Hyatt. We got a lot of Jalen's on this team. And Jake Ferguson, Brock Bowers, and Isaiah Likely. Forgot to scroll down. Sorry, don't tell anybody. Is this who to do this with? Yeah, this has to be the team. Where are you? Show yourself. Oh my God, did he get drafted? Did someone take him? Where the... Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. There he is. We're going to take Rasheen Ali just for the hell of it. So we went over that team. We're 6 away. Yeah, we're happy with the 11%. We'll add more. We'll add more tomorrow night. Draft 567, Robbie. 567 is a fun number. South's looking to hit 300. Imagine saying that to yourself 5 years ago. Imagine being like, yeah, you know what? I drafted 500 or 300 fantasy teams this year. They would have committed you. Okay, this is not a running back room that I overly love. I think this is a good time to take Will Shipley. Probably wasn't a good time to take Will Shipley. Should have looked at those percentages. I had him way too much with a lot of my opening picks. So don't love that. That was an overreaction. And I apologize for all of you that had to see that. We're not happy about it. We'll get through it together. But this is a 2772 build right now. This is the double elite Josh Allen, CJ Stroud team that we're trying to navigate the waters of. So that's where we're at. Tebow Time says he's got 3 Millies drafts left, and then I go into DFS sicko mode for the rest of the season. I understand. I already know 1 week that I'm probably not playing DFS, which is week 4, I believe, because I'm traveling. I really don't want to. If I do something, I got to see what the deal is for New Orleans. Can I even do DFS in New Orleans? Would I have to set a lineup before I fly out, which I would hate doing? That seems bad. Although if you're entered, I think you can alter it, right? As long as you enter it in the right state. I don't know. I think I have best ball brain about like what you can and can't do certain places. Nobody knows. I don't know. But I think you can enter and then I think you can alter it in other states. Otherwise, that would be insanity. Can you imagine being like, no, you cannot replace this quarterback that's not going to play today? Okay, I don't know who that is from the Denver Broncos getting drafted. So we have an absolute sicko on our hands that knows players that I don't know. We are not taking. Ugh. I don't like any of it. I'm going to be honest. This all sucks. Let's grab some Emmanuel Wilson. Let's do it. And we'll find a. Yeah, I thought so. I thought you could register out of state and readjust wherever you go. I went to play some PLO. Nice, nice. Michigan doesn't allow DFS. Some of the states that don't allow it, it makes me laugh. The one around here that kills me is Connecticut, who doesn't have it just because the casino said no, basically, which is just crazy to me. And then you can only bet at a sports book unless they've changed it. But you can only bet at a sports book if you're at the casino. So like there's like a DraftKings affiliated sports book, but you can't use it on the app unless that rule has changed. But you had to go into the casino, which is like insanity. So yeah, we can't play NCAA in Massachusetts either. We're not allowed to do that here. They love to show that shit to me in the lobbies, though. Here's some tournaments you can't play. It's like, thanks. Well, luckily, I'm not a huge NCAA guy. So, like, fine. But I can bet on NCAA. If I want to bet on the game, I can bet on it, but I can't play DFS. Does it make sense? Some are saying no. Some are saying absolutely it does not make sense. Sort of like the Baltimore Orioles losing to the Chicago White Sox tonight by 5 runs. Something else that doesn't make sense. And we don't like it. We don't like it one bit. Can we take a deep cut at wide receiver? Like, who do we want? Oh my God, did we just do Mac Hollins? That's fun. Let's do Mac Hollins. I have some Mac Hollins. We're going to have some more Mac Hollins. Hells yeah. Anytime I can bet against Curtis Samuel in some form or fashion, that's what I want to do. So we're going to take Mac Hollins on this team. I can't imagine anyone in front of us would take Mac Hollins. Imagine sniping Mac Hollins for me. Who's on here? Is this the name I know? Jason. Jason's not watching. He doesn't know that I have Mac Hollins queued up to take as he counts the clock down. He doesn't even have him in his player pool. There's no way he takes Mac Hollins. He lets the clock run out and he takes Garendo. We're going to take Mac Hollins. We went with a double elite QB build just for some fun here. Do something a little different. Josh Allen, CJ Stroud, Javonte Williams, Zach Moss, Brian Robinson, Tyler Algier, Bucky Irving, Roshan Johnson, Will Shipley, Emmanuel Wilson. Wide receiver, we have Jamar Chase, Chris Olave, Steph Diggs, Keenan Allen, Gabe Davis, Xavier Leggett, Greg Dortch, Mac Hollins, Dalton Kincaid, and Cade Otton. I've done this before, and it's really hard to say Dalton Kincaid and Cade Otton. You really want to combine it. You really just want to say Dalton Kincaid Otton, which sounds like the way you're supposed to say it. Otherwise, it sounds like you're stuttering when you say Dalton Kincaid, Cade Otton. Does not work as well. I've done those two players together before, and that is how I know this. I am now rambling because I've been streaming forever, but we're crushing it. We love drafters. We love the overlay that we're chasing. You should definitely get into this tournament. Let's just go back and look at the beginning here. Let me show you that right now they still need 44,000 entrants in less than 24 hours to fill this tournament. It is currently, where's the number? I don't know. It usually shows me a number on my phone, but I don't see it here. But it's not filled, is what I can tell you. I can tell you that it needs a lot of entrants. We still need, like I said, 44,000 in order to fill this thing. So if you're not drafting in drafters, you should definitely be drafting in drafters. For myself, we're going to call it a night. We've got 4 hours of streaming tomorrow. 4:45, I believe I'm going to kick it off. We're going to start drafting on drafters right up until lock, which is, I'm going to consult the Oracle. I think it's 7:45. Let me look at it. Yes, 7:45 is the cutoff time. So we're going to be drafting right up until cutoff tomorrow, getting as many teams in as we can. We need to get at least 12 more in. I'll see if I can get 1 or 2 in during the day, but the majority of them are going to be on stream. I will catch you guys later. Make sure you hit like on the way out if you haven't already. We'll catch you. Peace. Woo! Those were some spicy takes. Want to stay up to date with all of the other spicy takes we're going to have over here at Spike Week? Why don't you press that subscribe button below? You turn notifications on, we draft a team, boom, you know about it. We have another spicy take, boom, you know about it. You can be there. You can draft with us. You want to stay up to date? That's how you do it. All right, we'll catch you later next time here at Spike Week.